What's up, guys? Maestro Megatron here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's topic video is a request from another subscriber, Joe Thorburn, aka Jojo Headlocko, aka Joe Headlock, aka J Thor, aka good God, Joe, you got so many damn nicknames. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? Anyways, today's topic video that he has requested, and by the way, any other subscriber that has a request for me that would like to cover a topic, a story, or a situation in Friday the 13th or Halloween, let me know in the comments. But this one is for Jojo Headlocko. Today's topic video is, why didn't Michael Myers just run Annie, Laurie, and Linda right the fuck over on the sidewalk there when he was passing them by in the street? You know what part I'm talking about in the original 1978 Halloween? He's driving by, he's creeping by in the Federal Smiths Grove Sanitarium station wagon, and then Annie's little smart-ass big mouth goes, "Hey, Jack, speed kills," and then he just stops, he just guns the brakes, man. He locks up the brakes, brrr. See the back of the station wagon? He locked the brakes up so hard on that station wagon that even the back end of the car toppled over a little bit, toppled upward. "Hey, Jack, speed kills." All he had to do was just kill him right there, especially Annie's big-ass mouth. I'm not a fan of Annie Braggett. She was mouthy. She disrespected her lousy-ass Sheriff Brackett of a dad in Haddonfield, which I covered in another video. But at least he could have just rolled up on the sidewalk and ran her the fuck over. Of course, Linda's fucking annoying with her totally... Anyways, but I forgive her for that one. She's just a stupid, dumb, horny teenage girl in that. Go ahead and hit Laurie, too, because come to find out, Laurie's a stupid-ass character in the Halloween franchise from here on out, too. So, I mean, yeah, he locks up the brakes and just sits there. And if you notice an editing mistake in Halloween 1978, the music speeds up. It's like, go back and watch that clip. A big editing on the music mistake right there. But yeah, he locks up the brakes, locks them up so hard, the back end of the station wagon from Smiths Grove Sanitarium bobs up and down in the air like he's beating, like he's booming in beats with a pair of 15-inch Fosgates, AC Delco Fosgates in the back. Locks him up, sits there and stares for about 30 seconds, and that's when Annie's like, "God, I hate a guy with a car and no sense of humor." Shut the hell up, Annie Brackett, you dummy. Big dummy. Anyways, and then after he locks him up and just has the car idling there in the street and they're staring at him, music speeds up, editing mistake again, by the way, he drives off. And that's when, Annie's like, "I hate a guy with a car and no sense of humor." Why didn't he just back up? Because I know he stopped the car, and what do you think Michael's saying to himself then? He's like, "Stupid bitch, want to mouth off to me? I was going to wait till the night to sneak in your back seat of your car and then slit your fucking throat. Well, first I'm going to try to choke you out." Very poorly, very piss poor job, by the way, where you're just sitting there going, and I'm sitting there going, oh, you know what clip I'm talking about. Finally, he gets smart and just slashes her throat with the Lamson chef knife. There you go, Anthony. Your favorite knife in the whole world for Anthony Jordan, the Lamson chef knife. Decides to go ahead and just cut her throat. But anyways, he stops the car, locks up the brakes, and he's like, "Oh, bitch, I should back this car up right now and just get on the sidewalk and run you motherfuckers right the fuck over." But he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he just drove away after staring at him for 30 seconds, I'm assuming in the rear view mirror, and they're standing there making fun of him. So right there, Michael Myers lost a little face and credibility on that part. All he had to do was just back it up a little, spin around. He's a psychopathic mental patient anyways. Just roll up on the curb and run him the fuck over. But let's break the fourth wall on that. He couldn't have done that, could he? Because we wouldn't have had an hour and 32-minute movie. The movie would have been over right there. And Joe Jojo Thorburno brought that up when he requested this video. He's like, all he had to do was just spin around, drive up on the sidewalk, run him over, movie over. Problem solved. Wouldn't have to worry about Laurie, Annie, or Linda after that. Just go after, I guess, little Tommy Doyle after that, and little Lindsay Wallace, or any other trick-or-treaters you want to go after. And the second one, just take it out on poor Alice. Go scare the shit out of Mrs. Elrod in the second movie, Halloween 2. Go scare the shit out of her, take her knife. It's not a Lamson chef knife this time, by the way, Anthony, sorry. Yeah, but the movie would have been over breaking the fourth wall. Also breaking the fourth wall, I guess Deborah Hill and John Carpenter thought it'd be a cool idea. Hey, let's have Annie yell at him as he's speeding by, and then he locks up the brakes, and then we'll fuck up the music at it. We'll speed up the music a little bit, and they stare at him, and Annie has the stupid shitty line, I hate a guy with a car and no sense of humor. And then he just drives the fuck on. I mean, that's breaking the fourth wall. Mainly breaking the fourth wall. He couldn't have rolled up on the curb, onto the sidewalk, like Joe Headlock brought up when they requested this video, because we wouldn't have had an hour-and-a-half Halloween movie. We wouldn't have the classic, legendary movie that we got. Movie would have been over. That was it. Laurie's dead. No sequel. Annie's dead, thank God. Linda's dead, thank God. That would have been it. See ya. See ya later. See ya freaking later. No, that wasn't the case. Breaking the fourth wall there. Couldn't have had that. But that would have been a hell of a lot cooler if he did. As a matter of fact, Rob Zombie's 2007 version of Halloween, he probably would have popped the curb and then rolled down the sidewalk and just ran him the fuck over. Just boom! Rob Zombie would have had that happen, but no, not back in 1978, breaking the fourth wall. That was a little bit unheard of, even for that time in that decade. So, no. John Carpenter just had him lock up the brakes, back into the station wagon, bobs up and down. He locked him up so hard. Then they stare at him, music speeds up again, 30 seconds, drives off. And then he drives and he parks the car, obviously, somewhere because he's got to go wait for Laurie and Annie to walk down the sidewalk and hide behind the bush, which I'll cover in another video on that one. So he drives a couple more blocks down, maybe makes a left or a right, gets out of the car, and then sneaks behind the bush. You know what part I'm talking about on that one, too. Oh look, Annie, that guy you yelled at that was driving by so fast, now you're seeing men behind bushes. She's like, look, Annie, look where? Annie was so fucking stupid in Halloween. Not a Annie Brackett fan. Sorry, especially the way Paul called. If Paul calls, Lindsay, come and get me. Paul, yeah. Should have ran over Annie. Should have popped the curb. Should have just ran down the sidewalk. You would have caught him even in the station wagon. Linda's not going to run very fast or very far, not in those big 3-foot platform 1978 sandal shoes that she's wearing. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. Run over Annie and go ahead and finish Laurie Strode off, too, while you're at it, thank fucking God. Then she wouldn't be in the rest of the movies. But then again, breaking the fourth wall, we wouldn't have any more Halloween sequels, which, my personal opinion, they should have stopped at Part 2 from 1981, but since they didn't, they should have stopped at Part 4 from 1988. But then we wouldn't have Halloween 5. That movie gets a lot of hate, but I actually like Halloween 5, but we wouldn't have the Man in Black. We wouldn't have the psychic connection, the anyways, I've already covered that in several other videos, but for the love of Christ, why didn't he just, after he locks up the brakes, back it up a little bit in the station wagon, pop the curb, roll down the sidewalk, just run them smooth over, just boom, gone. Movie's over. Done. Go on about your business, Mikey. You have nothing more to worry about those 3 stupid loony ass bitches in Halloween anymore. You ran them down. You ran them the hell down. They're gone. They're done. See ya. Arrivederci. Get a rusha. All those cliches. Sayonara. But anyways, let me know why he just didn't stop, pop the curb, circle back, and just run him down in the sidewalk. Like I said, without breaking the fourth wall, I did that for you. Breaking the fourth wall. John Carpenter obviously thought it was a cool idea just to lock up the brakes and sit there in the car for 30 seconds. Have a 30-second scene of just staring at the station wagon, the back of the station wagon after it locks up the brakes, and we wouldn't have an hour-and-a-half long movie from 1978's Halloween. That's breaking the fourth wall. But let me know in the comments, why do you think he just locked up the brakes and stood there and looked at him in the rearview mirror? And I'm telling you, he's talking to himself the whole time. He's like, fucking bitch yell at me like that while I'm driving by. I had to back this fucking car up and run you the hell over, you son of a bitch. That's probably what he was saying to himself, but he didn't. After 30 seconds, I've been through it. Bad editing on the music. He just drives off, drives a couple blocks down, gets out of the car and waits for Annie and Laurie to walk down the sidewalk to go hide behind the bushes. To stalk and lurk on Laurie a little bit more and hide behind the bushes. That's another video. Why didn't you just get them on the sidewalk there? Just pull them behind the bushes? Got their asses right there. But that's not the topic at hand. That's for another video. But yeah, let me know in the comments, why didn't he just roll over them? Why didn't, after he locks the brakes up, why didn't he just roll up on the curb, roll down the sidewalk, and just roll them down like bowling pins? Run them over. You guys let me know. I broke the fourth wall for you. Give me your special little imaginative reason why he didn't just roll up on the sidewalk and run him over, why he just kept driving and just locked up the brakes. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if I'm just a dickhead here and maybe he wasn't supposed to do that. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you love this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're in love with this video, become a member of the channel. I offer membership perks. I do live stream only, members only live stream trivia. I do members only short video clips where only members can see them. And I share special behind-the-scenes messages on my YouTube channel on members-only videos as well. So let me know in the comments why you think he just didn't run him over without breaking the fourth wall. I did that for you already. And let me know what you think he was saying to himself and what was going through his mind. Like I said, I think it was like, stupid bitch, I just want to roll up on the curb and just run them down like the dogs they are, you bitches. But I'm not going to. I'm going to drive the car a couple more blocks down, get out of the car, and then I'm going to go hide behind the bush and wait for Laurie and Annie to come walking down the sidewalk. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I think he was saying and thinking to himself. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, that was for Joe Thorburn, Jojo Headlocko, his request. If you have a request, let me know in the comments. I will cover the video for you, as long as it has to do with Friday the 13th or Halloween. Anyways, guys, until then, stay spooky, stay scary, watch out for the boogeyman, and don't scream at a mental patient wearing a white William Shatner mask that's driving a federal sanitarium station wagon that's rolling down the street where he could just possibly pop the curb and then roll down the sidewalk and run your ass over.